Hello. Welcome back to my wild and crazy life. First of all, prayers and thoughts. Such sorrow for the families that are dealing with this tragedy in Florida right now. It just shows all the more that Jesus needs to come back soon. I can't imagine. My daughter and son-in-law both are teachers. I have 2 grandchildren in school, and I basically want to go out and purchase them bulletproof vests to wear every single day now. It's like you're not even safe. Unbelievable. Anyways, clearly I'm out for a walk. I'm not going to vlog every day. I didn't vlog yesterday because what's the point? There was no point. I have nothing to share. I'm not going to get technical with new science and what's the newest thing to do, because to be quite honest, if I saw people getting better on even 10% of all these different things, I'd be jumping on it. But I don't see it. I don't see it. So I'm not listening anymore. I'm just going to pay attention to what my new nurse practitioner is fielding at me. And as my husband put it, we have to trust one person. And we're going to put our trust in her right now and see where that takes us and pray for the best. Am I doing good? Absolutely not. Sorry to say that, but that's the truth. I'm home. I got to get up. My driveway literally goes like this. So I'm climbing the driveway now. So that's my morning rant. I've been listening to the news and I can't even imagine being a parent of any one of those children. I can't. The fear that they must, it's just too much to handle. So I'll check in later. I did my 3 miles. The only thing I'm not paying attention to is her telling me not to walk as far. I'm just doing the 3 miles, so I'll talk to you later. All right. Yeah. I was going to take a shower today, and I said, nah. It will be snowing and 30 tomorrow, so I'll have to get on the treadmill, and I'll get a good sweat, and then I'll finally wash my hair and do something with myself. But thought I'd pop in again. I was just texting back and forth with my daughter about how scary it is, and that I want them all to wear bulletproof vests now. And she said, really? I mean, she goes, you just got to pray that there's angels around all of us every day. And I go, well, I have and do. Yeah, Valentine's Day yesterday. My younger daughter was posting stuff on Facebook of all the stuff her husband got her. I mean, he had a bunch of stuff delivered to her office. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that my daughter is an editor, one of the youngest. It is one of the youngest in her company, an editor at I won't name the company. Anyways, so he had a bunch of stuff delivered, and she posted pictures of that. And then she got home, and he had a bunch more stuff laid out on the table. And, so she texts me, so what did you and Dad give each other? And I was like, honey, we've been married 30 years this year, and been together 36. We don't do that anymore. I mean, at the very best, when I was well, we might have gone out to get something to eat. I got him a card, but it's just another day. I mean, in early marriage, and it is a big thing. But when you're my age, it's just another day. It's just another day. But like I said, I did make a trip over to see my grandkids and got them stuff because they're kids. So My head's starting to get wacky after the walk. The sun is trying to pop out. It really is. It's giving it a good old Central New York try, but like I said, it's going to hit 50 today, and then by tomorrow 30 and snow, and then go into the 20s. Something to look forward to. So, a friend of mine and I were discussing the Lord and reasoning and why again, and she made a comment that, by the way, I feel the way I look, just so you know. I'm probably feeling worse. Maybe we're not going to know why until we get to heaven. And I said, well, from my understanding, once we get to heaven, we won't even care about why. And those memories may be lost. I don't know. But talking about like someone like my mom, why is she still alive? I mean, not to be, can't think of the word, but she just lays in bed all day. She eats, she potties, and she lays in bed. She doesn't socialize. She doesn't go out. She doesn't do anything. I mean, and she doesn't care to. She doesn't watch TV. She doesn't do anything. So, okay, Lord, so you're just going to keep her here on this earth and continue to let her mind get worse and worse and worse. For what? What is the point? What's the point with me? What am I doing? I'm at the age that don't want, I've seen my kids grow up and have kids, and well, one of them has. I don't feel like there's something that I have to stay on this earth because I'm gonna miss. Does that make sense? It's like, so what's the point of me just being sick 24/7? I mean, I posted on Facebook today a picture 6 years ago of our last cruise, and I'm happy and I'm smiling and I look healthy, and I was a lot heavier than I am now, but I was happy and healthy and enjoying a cruise 6 years ago. And now look at me. You put that picture up against me the way I look right now, and you'd like, holy crap, what happened to you? So for 6 years, I've just I don't travel. I don't enjoy doing things that I always did before. It's like, why is God just stripping things? I mean, the last thing was me not being able to go to church. It's like, why would he want me not to go to church? What? I mean, because he clearly has control of any of this. I'm venting again. It's just, because when you just feel so ill every single day, all day long, just trying to find things to pass the time. I started crocheting, and I think I showed you that blanket. Well, I took it all apart because it would have taken me probably another 15 to 20 skeins of yarn to finish that blanket the way I was doing it. So I'm doing a different, I took it all down, and I'm starting over, and I'm doing a different stitch so it will be a little more open. So I'm like, well, that will keep me occupied. But I broke this hand 3 years ago, and I broke this hand I broke the thumb, and it went down into the hand 2 years ago. And so that repetitive motion of crocheting or knitting my hands just start to cramp and ache and hurt. So I can't even do that for very long. It's just the things that I would want to do, and I can't. I'm too tired and sick and dizzy, and I'll get up and it's like, oh, for a minute I'll think, oh, my head's not so dizzy. And then all I have to do is get up and walk and it's like, oh, okay, you're clearly dizzy. It's like a good reminder of, oh, don't move your head around too much, Elaine, because you'll fall over. Well, I clearly am babbling because I don't know. I just went from one topic to the next, but it's because I'm just bored and lonely and don't know what to do with myself. And I don't want to cry. Done with crying, so I'll pop in later. Gonna go watch some vlogs. Bye. Hello. Yep. In my bed. It's that time of the day. My son stopped by. We had a nice talk. I didn't know anything about this, but he doesn't share a lot with me. He shares everything with my husband. Apparently, he got a house on auction, 2-family home over near where he lives, which is about 20-30 minutes from our house. I was like, why didn't you try to buy a home over here near your sisters and us? And he's like, I couldn't afford it. I can't afford your taxes. Can't afford any of the homes over here. But anyways, I guess when you buy a house in auction, you don't even get to see the inside until you take ownership. So he's never even seen the inside of it. It's an older home built in 1912. But my husband went over and walked around the outside of it. You're not even supposed to go onto the property once you've done the auction. But they've taken pictures and we'll see. But anyways, he was talking to me about that and everything. And I'm proud of him. He's moving along with his life, which is good. Just makes me realize, okay, so I'm ready to go home now. My kids are really doing well. My kids are really doing well. This is the time for me to go. Go home to the Lord. My friend, Julie, you know who you are, said that she had pain in her chest earlier. And she thought, for a moment, maybe she should call 911. And she said, no, maybe this will take me. I was like, I giggled because I understand. I'm the same way. It's like I walk outside at 4 miles an hour, huffing and puffing, hoping it will kill me. Who does that? Who does that? Who is like looking for ways to kill themselves without killing themselves? It's like, that's insane. That's insane. And I'm sure I'm going to be politically incorrect right now. But it's my blog. I can say whatever I want. You can turn me off if you'd like. Why didn't they shoot that young man yesterday? Why did they not right in his head? Why is he still alive? I understand the laws. If he was compliant and he went to the ground and he put his hands out and he dropped the gun and they're not... Could somebody go, oops, oh, sorry, oops. So now he gets to go through due process. Our money pays for it. He has no defense whatsoever. I don't care if he's crazy. I'm crazy and I'm not out shooting out people. Again, I'm sure there's some of you that are going to go like, oh, that's Lainey. Where's your Christian heart? I'll tell you where my Christian heart is. As a parent, I want that boy dead. I want him dead. Because if he did that to my kids, I'd be out there killing. They'd have to lock me up. Can you tell that I'm in a really rotten mood today? I'm in a very foul, rotten mood today. I go through these, it's like a little circle. Get really depressed and cry, and then I get really mean and miserable and mad. And then I go through the crying, and it's just a circle. And today I am miserably mad at the world and everything around me. And I'm sorry, but what's happened in Florida, and it's too close to home because I have a daughter and a son-in-law. Both are teachers, and I have my little grandchildren are in school. And it just hit me hard that if anyone walked into their schools and did anything like that to my family, honest to God, you would have to lock me up because that person has to die. He has no business being alive. None whatsoever. It was premeditated. 17 counts of premeditated first-degree murder. Why didn't somebody shoot him in his head? Okay. I'm done. I'm not going to apologize. Like I said, you can turn me off. You can shut me down. You can even put under my comments tell me how wrong you think I am. You can say whatever you want. That's my opinion. Sorry. Told my daughter today when I told her you and Joel and my babies all need to wear bulletproof vests. I'm not even kidding you. She said, I know, Mom. And I said, you have no idea if something like that happened to any of you, I would die. I think that would be the straw that will break the camel's back for me. If something like that happened to one of them, I would crack. My prayers and my thoughts are going out to those families because I cannot get over that today. My mind just keeps going in circles about it. And again, it's probably because it's so close to home. I have 2 teachers in my family. Anyway, my favorite saying. I'm going to try to get out again. Lord help me. I needed another medication, got delivered here today for my mom, so I got to get that over there. And she's out of laundry detergent, and she's out of tissues. I mean, I can go to the store 18 times a week for her, and it's my own fault. But so once Sid gets home, I need to try to get to the store. Okay. Sorry if I brought any of you down. I'm just, like I said, in a very... Jen, you're cute. I'm grumpy pants. That's grumpy? Sweetheart, you don't know what grumpy is. You are not grumpy. She's like, I'm really grumpy. I'm grumpy pants. And I'm watching her and she's laughing and smiling. And I'm going, Jen, you need to come and learn from the master. I'll show you what grumpy is, okay? Because that is not grumpy, sweetheart. Not by a long shot. I'm sure that that's grumpy for you, but man, you and I are miles apart in the grumpy because this is grumpy. I remember I've been told this by many people in my life. Believe me, throughout my life, and I've been around many years. But when your own pastor says to you, and I love him, and we're very close, and he can say whatever he can say anything to me, and he knows he can get away with it. A, because he's my pastor, and B, because I just love him and adore him. But he said, you know, Lainey, the thing about you is you never have to question what you're thinking. Because you just say it. He goes, nobody has to say, I wonder what she's thinking about that, or I wonder how she feels about that. He goes, nobody ever questions. In other words, Lainey, you have no filter. You say it, and I've had people say, I appreciate how blunt you are. And I've had people I had women in my old church, after they had gotten to know me, and we were doing a women's fellowship, and we're all sitting around, and a couple of these women were saying, you know, when we first met you, we were scared of you. And I was like, wait a minute, say what? And they're like, oh, you scared us. We were afraid to even talk to you because we didn't know. And I'm like, gosh, I don't mean to come across like that. I'm like, I want to be a loving Christian woman here, and I'm scaring people, but apparently I do. Apparently I can scare people. But the good part about that is, for the most part, other than this illness, this illness is kicking my butt. But other things have never kicked my butt in my life. Nobody's been able to walk around over me. Nobody's laid a hand on me. God forbid anyone lay a hand on me. I've never been taken advantage of, really. I really can't say that, can I? Anyway, but the illness, kicking my butt. Illness, taking me down, flattening me out, and shutting me up. So with that, I'm shutting up. Bye. Lined up. Good. Your pants and everything are in the right spot.
Are you feeling like what?
You said I'm filming you. Say hello to the camera.
Hello, camera.
We're taking a little walk, getting her out of the apartment. We're gonna go get on the elevator and go downstairs and sit, because even though it's not really sunny, it's at least warmer out. And then tomorrow, back to snow. Sharon said they don't have any snow on the ground where she is.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Well, it seems like you're feeling good today. You're having a good day.
Yeah.
Good. That's good. I'd like to see that. I don't know if Sharon called you yesterday. She was going to call you, and I don't know if she did or not.
No, she didn't. Or she be. Well, I was home, I think.
Yeah, you were home yesterday.
Well, where are these women that you're talking about?
Well, usually... Okay, I'll let you go. Well, that was a really good visit, actually. As dizzy as I am. I'm very, very dizzy and woozy. I was really bad in the store, having a very hard time. But then I brought the stuff over to my mom, and she was in a really good mood. Who would have thunk? And I asked if she wanted to take a walk downstairs and sit in the little sitting area, and she said yes. And I was like, okay. And I just left her there. She didn't even want to go back up to her apartment. She was talking to some other lady there, and so I don't know. Maybe they started the Seroquel this morning, and it's already taking effect. I don't know. I put a call into the nurse to actually ask, because it's like, well, my mom's in a really good mood right now. I mean, when I got there, she was in bed. She was just laying in bed, like she always is. But she usually is kind of crabby to me and doesn't want to go anywhere or do anything. And then she also asked me to take her to get her hair cut, so I have to take her to get her hair cut this weekend. But I'm very woozy and very lightheaded. So thank God I don't live far away, and I'm only driving back roads, not on any highways right now. So that went okay. So with that being said, I'm done for the day vlogging. No more vlogging. And Lord willing, we'll be back at it tomorrow. I wish that it wasn't true, but it is. Bye.